Connecting. Good morning. This is Cub reporter Ken Cordeiro coming to you live out of Middletown, Rhode Island, in the former United States of America. The day today is 6/11/2012 AD. My email is KenCordeiro@AmericanOnline.com. I'm being sponsored today by my friends and 2400 Degrees F, which is fine glass and jewelry by creator designer Christina Curtin, and her number is 860-463-4631. Fine American company. The first thing I want to talk about today, as our country continually comes out against its citizens, is our holiday tree governor. I know it's not the holidays and it's not Christmas right now, but we have a governor that decided to change Christmas to a holiday. We now have a holiday tree and now a Christmas tree. Well, Mr. Governor, I like Christmas and my friends like it too. But here we're stuck with you. You're supposed to be an independent, or I don't know what you're supposed to be. I know you're best friends with the President Barack Hussein Obama, who's also trying to ruin this country. How about putting Christmas back into our Christmas trees, Mr. Governor? And stop ruining everybody's lives. Because I'm still going to call it a Christmas tree, and my friend is still going to call it a Christmas tree, because that's what it should be. Here's a governor, Mr. Holiday Tree. His idea of a budget is adding more tolls to the bridges. So they want to put tolls on every bridge off of Quinnipiac Island. So how are you going to go anywhere? It's going to cost you like an extra what? It's almost like $5, $4 now, one way to go over the Newport Bridge. Now they want to add tolls to the new Seconic Bridge, like $4 or something, $5. What? You're supposed to work for the people, Governor. People aren't supposed to work for the state to provide government. It's you work for the people, not the people work for the government. And I'll have you know, Mr. Holiday Tree Governor, you were only elected with like 1/4 of the people in this state voting for you. It just never ends. And now let's get over to our president, Barack Hussein Obama. This guy that hates the military. He must have really hated Memorial Day when we honor their sacrifices. How about if you get rid of all the stupid rules of engagement so they can actually go over there and fight? How about if we actually go into a war to win a war and not just go over there to make it look good anymore? Let's get out of the Middle East. There's no reason for us to be over there. We could be energy independent. But no. This poor little rabbit's going to be disturbed. This poor little bird's going to be disturbed. It's always something with these people. Gas should be like $2 a gallon, not like almost $4. How about if we had an energy secretary, and like this Mr. Chu guy, who's probably must be Chinese or something, I don't know what he is, that wants to bring the price of gas, keep it at like maybe $2, $1.50, instead of, oh, we want it at 10. Now, Mr. President, why isn't the Fort Hood shooter, why hasn't that guy been tried yet? It's been like 2 years. Why isn't that guy dead and buried in the ground? Like all your socialist ideas should be. You know, it's socialism, it's communism. That's what we were fighting for all our lives, like when I was a little kid. All I remember was, oh, they have to stand in line for hours to get some bread. Well, that's what you want us to become, isn't it, Mr. President? Why isn't this guy dead and buried already, this Fort Hood shooter? And then, you didn't want to give Purple Hearts to the people that were killed by this guy, this terrorist on our soil. You are so pathetic. You and your wife too. Why doesn't she just stay home and clean the White House? instead of hanging around with their gay friends like Ellen. And even Miss America. Even the Miss American pageant, which somebody from Rhode Island did win, and I heard her talking on the radio, and she sounds nice enough. But when I heard her answer to the question that they asked her about should transgender women be allowed to compete in the Miss America pageant, and she said yes. This is just wrong on so many levels. It is just unbelievable. Now, did you ever hear the story that Jesus told about the father that had his two sons? And he asked the first one, go work in the fields. And the son goes, no. But then he changed his mind and he went. And he asked the second son to go work in the field, and he said, certainly, but he didn't go. Now, which of the two sons did his father's will? Right, the first one. You people in government are supposed to be working for us, the American people. Not the Saudis, not the people over in the Middle East, not the Chinese, not the Russians. How about actually working for the American people? You people are just so pathetic in government right now. Especially in my state. I mean, I just walk out on my street and I feel like I'm in a foreign country. Do you think there's anybody in my town or in my state that can go, hey, if you're not a citizen, get out of this country? That's like the first thing our holiday tree governor did. He wants to change Christmas. He wants to let any criminal, illegal alien in this country come to Rhode Island. He got rid of the previous governor's E-Verify bill. So he wants to give them jobs. They're not citizens, but they can take jobs away from actual citizens. How about working for the people you're supposed to, Mr. Governor? Mr. President? What do you think the midterm elections were, Mr. President? When the Republicans swept into Congress, Democrats were voted out. This was the American people saying no to your socialism, Mr. President, Muslim, whatever you are. I know you're not a Christian, but you profess to be. You're a pathological liar, Mr. President. That's all you are. And you belong in jail along with Bernanke and Holder. All you people want to do is take away our rights, take our money, give it to somebody that isn't even a citizen. Help the poor. How about this for helping the poor? How about if the poor go and get 2 jobs? I'm tired of people wanting to help the poor. Let the poor help themselves. Now I can see if you want to help like retards and this and that. That's alright. But just helping the poor, and it just never ends. You want to just give them stuff that they don't even need. People are fed up. And I wish these people smart enough, and remember, they work for us, the American people, and not anybody else. And with that, I am going to close this 23rd edition of Cub Reporter Ken Cordeiro. Thank you for tuning in. Mr. Governor, me and my friend, we're watching you. And you're going to be a one-term governor, just like the president's going to be a one-term president. And then hopefully you can all be in jail. Thank you. Good night. Saranada. See you later.